Hey everyone, I'm back for another video. First off, I want to thank everybody who has subscribed and watched the first video. I was really overwhelmed with all the response. Secondly, the thing that you can do to help me the most, if you haven't already, is subscribe, like, or leave a comment. And I got a really fun idea that I think would be a fun thing to do on this channel all the time. Can you tell me a story with emojis in the comments, and then people can try to guess what you're trying to tell. I like sending little emoji stories, so I think it would be fun. Okay, so you're probably wondering, why am I back making videos, right? I didn't really explain that too much. There's a bunch of reasons. Recently, I went to this like little party thing, and they were gonna enter a video. They were gonna make like a horror movie video for a local film contest. And I don't know if you guys remember, but me and Serena made this video called Flower Face, The Legend of Flower Face, which was really fun. And it was like a Halloween special. And I always wanted to make more content like that. It's, you know, kind of like different than the vlogs, obviously, and it takes a little bit more work. It was something that I'm really passionate about. And so it just was like, oh, I had all these ideas. I wanted to like contribute. And now just like constantly there's been like, you know, I want to make this video, I want to make that video, kind of going through my head. And like, I got nowhere to put it out. That was the fun thing about making videos before, is that, you know, if I did something, then I had an audience to look at them. And it's like, if a tree falls in the woods and nobody is around to hear it, did it make a sound? It's kind of like that with art too, right? If you make art and nobody looks at it ever, does it really, you know, sure, it's personal, but it's fun when people participate in your art, right? Maybe you should start filming again so that I have a place to make videos. Anyways, that was like one of the things that has just kind of like been, you know, I'm like, oh, I wish I could make this video. I wish I could make that video. That's been gnawing away at me. You know, another thing is, I think that I have a lot of interesting opinions to share in the world. And so I want a platform to express myself. You know, that one I think is pretty obvious. I don't think I need to explain it too much. I want to be able to like talk about the things that are important to me, right? Third, I think that making films is a skill that you have to continue to practice to stay good at. Not doing it means that I'm getting worse at it, right? And also, now that I'm making YouTube videos again, I have an excuse to buy a camera and a computer. That last video, I just kind of like woke up that day and I was like, I am having a rough day. Maybe I'm going to film a video. Maybe I'm just going to do it. And then, you know, all the positive support that everybody's had just made me feel really good. So I don't ever think that I will necessarily build a channel that will be as big as, you know, the previous one. I'm a little bit more niche now, you know, trans flower farmer. Ooh. There's only so many people who want to tune into that, right? But I don't know. I think that what I'm going to do is going to be really cool. And I think that the farm is going to be absolutely stunning this year. It's already setting up to be like really nice. The farm's always been beautiful. Such a amazing location. I'm so lucky to be here. It's like finally all coming together. You know, one of the things that when I first started doing YouTube that I thought was that people wanted to like see you build this like cool thing, you know, but people don't actually want to see you build the thing. You know, like some people do, but en masse, people want to see you be in the thing that's already built, right? And now that the farm is almost together, you know, I think that that will be interesting to people to see more of a final product as opposed to like a work in progress. A lot of my effort has been towards finalizing things on the farm, finishing projects, and when you film stuff, it takes a long time. It takes a long time to film and edit videos, so it definitely slows me down to have to film stuff. And this past year, I've been like not filming. I'm not gonna have any like, oh, here's what I was up to while we were gone. There's none of that footage. I have like not touch the camera, you know, other than my cell phone. And that's just the way it is, right? I was like, I'm not going to film stuff in case I start a channel again, and then just waste my time when I could be just like getting things done twice as fast, right? There's lots that's been done. I've been working really hard, and I'm the type of person too that kind of like, when I'm feeling down, usually I'm like, okay, so what can I do to make myself feel better? Which is usually something like accomplish some project that has been on the to-do list, right? That's usually where my mind is at. When I'm not doing good, I'm very productive. It's kind of funny like that. So this channel, like I said, I have now bought a camera, which is really exciting to me. But for now, these videos are still going to kind of be me talking to a camera. I think what the long term for the channel will be more like, I want to keep doing these videos. I want to keep talking to the camera. I like it. But I also want to do like market videos. So I'm like, maybe it's kind of like, this is like the vloggy part of the week where, you know, I'm doing like a, here's what I was up to type thing. And then maybe like first person GoPro footage of a lot of my farm tasks that I'll be doing. And then for my markets, I can just like film a little like kind of like mini vlog, kind of like the back half of what the vlogs were before, of me like getting ready and going to the market and like talking about what's there that week, and then kind of doing like a summary for like sales for the week. So that way there's kind of like some more like casual content where it's me talking about like the farming, and then there's also kind of that vloggy experience, and maybe they're both kind of like a little bit shorter than a half hour. I know everybody's always like, come on, can you make your videos a little shorter? I was already like condensing down like 8 hours of footage into a couple, you know, like 30 minutes or whatever, right? I was already cutting really hard. Something else that I think about a lot is like, how do you communicate the part of the idea that cuts through all of the context that is known or unknown between like, you know, everybody. So like some people are familiar with my story, and I could tell a story, you know, assuming that you have the backstory of who I am and what I've done in my life. But there's like aspects to that story that you don't need to know who I am or what I am to understand, you know, like to feel it, to feel communicated to. And you know, like I want to, as a person who values communication, I want to hone my ability to pick out the parts of the story that are the most important, that cut through. You know, it's like the dirty oily pan and then you put the drop of dish soap in it and it cuts through, you know. Just like ideas are powerful, right? And so you know, having a channel again, I've got a platform, but you know, you have to have something to say. If you have a platform, there's no sense in not having something to say. I'm going to introduce you to some of my chickens. They don't all have names, but that girl right there, that's Freebird. She's a little escape artist. And then we have Dark Meat. There's Dark Meat. And I think that's White Meat back there. I like having chickens again. I don't think that it feels like a farm if there's no chickens. Well, I don't want this video to go on too long because, you know, there's not really that much of a point to it. It's more of getting into a habit of making videos and, you know, communicating to all of you a little bit more about what I have in mind for the future. And just trying to build a little bit of hype, right? I think it's going to be super cool. You are all going to just like fall in love with how beautiful this farm is going to be this year. And then I know that the videos are missed. And so I want to make the market vlogs, and, you know, I think that there's space to have videos like this where I just talk about, you know, what's going on in my life, what's going on the farm, I think that I have a lot to say. So with that, I'm going to leave you until next time. Thank you for watching. And like I said at the start, please like and subscribe if you haven't already. And write me a little emoji story in the comments. Be creative. I love emoji stories. I think that they're fun. So get down there and try to guess what other people are trying to say too. Bye. Bo, you're outside in the cold. You must be so sad. Are you sad? Are you sad? Oh, you are sad. Do you want to go back inside?